Hi guys, yes, and the end spoken label. Straight over to Fantastic Perry. She's going to do three poems. I think these are all from her debut collection, unless she surprises me. So over to you, Perry.
Hi, thanks, Andy. Yeah, so we're actually gonna do a couple from meditations, and then we'll do one new one to keep it spicy. I just need to figure out which ones I want to do. Okay, let's do some yummy ones. Let's do some yummy ones. Okay. The first one we're gonna do is called A Snack in the Sunshine. You lay here asleep under the willow tree. I hear the carrion birds calling, hungry songs into the dawn, wretched screeches as they beat their wings and descend upon your body. I hear flesh tear from bone like sweet babes from mothers' wombs. My stomach rumbles at your carcass, stripped down to ivory nakedness, bearing itself to the rising sun, the bits not worth scavenging rot under the hot glare of the day. I crack a bone and suck the marrow. The smell of putrid matter fills my nostrils and I breathe deep, licking my fingers, sitting in the shade of the willow tree. A child screams and I fall asleep, thinking of you in the fragrant heat.
Ooh, that last line carries a punch, and that one straight away. That does. Excellent. It's like you've almost like at the end of it, I mean, you've pulled the rug out of one people's feet. That last line, I'm showing like as I thought originally a current memory, but it's not. At the end of it, yeah, really makes you realise you're looking back into the past. No, fantastic stuff. Brilliant, brilliant. It's a great
Thank
start.
you.
So, okay, straight over to you for number two.
Perfect. The second one we're gonna keep with this eating motif because man, am I hungry. I need dinner. So the second one is called A Modest Feast, and I really hope someone gets that reference. Uh, Perverse conductors of power and gain gorge themselves on our bodies, licking bloodied chops as they stare down at our skeletons, dancing on gilt strings, jeweled chains hanging loosely from chipped ankles as we lurch and clatter into piles of spent ivory. Our minds were stained by the machination of our lives, and it is our time to feast to sate starving stomachs, cut our teeth on gold-plated bones as we tear at soft flesh, chewing fat until it sticks to our tongues, coating our palates thick with rebellious words. We burned their factories, danced in the flames, and at bloody dawn they stuck their heads in piles of ashes as hungry armies of the not quite dead spilled over the horizon. They never saw us coming.
Really powerful again. That, and I just again, I noticed that after a few times when you read, you always have some poets are always like really good at some parts, but your strength to me straight away is the endings of it. That's a fantastic piece with a top-notch ending in that one. So, do you find it when you're writing your poems, generally with the talk, like is it always easy to do the actual endings come fairly quickly, or do you have to sort of sit down and really fiddle around with the poems till you get the ending right?
Oh, it depends. Sometimes it's like, oh, I know what the ending's gonna be, and sometimes I'm just like I just have to work it and work it and work it and move things around and change the like whole progression of the poem because I like a good ending. I like to wrap things up well. Um, so yeah, it's sometimes it's a bit of a labor of love, let's just say that. But it's always worth it. It's always worth it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you on that one as well. So, and it's one that always I used to draw does my head in my poetry is titles. I can spend longer on an actual title of a poem than actual poem itself sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, we better let you move on because I know people. I know obviously you've used a hint already. You're hungry, so we won't keep you on forever tonight. Give us the big finale then, Perry.
All right. So oh man, I probably shouldn't have saved this one to last because it's still a work in progress. I gave you two like finished ones first, but it's fine. So we were speaking about this new era that I'm going into, and this is one of my newest poems that I've written, and I still have not finished writing and well, editing it. So it's a tiny bit rough, but I would love to share it with you. So here we go. It doesn't have a title because of course that's where it's at. Because, like you said, titles are literally the hardest part of the poem. Okay. It is raining outside, and I have worn holes in my shoes on the frozen pavement of soft winter nights, wandering. And the evening is long, long enough to dance naked under streetlights and laugh into the darkness, long enough to scream into white numbed fingers that soak up our anger, and to walk and to cry and to walk and to forget who we are. But the sun is waking, and the leaves are blooming, and blood mixes with water in the streets, the skin of my feet puckering around frostbitten blisters long since burst, and I still haven't made it. I still haven't found my way home.
It's a great way of looking at that. I think when you're looking at poetry itself, like it is a journey. And I think when I'm finishing a poem, sometimes I still haven't found my way home because I don't know whether the actual piece is finished, whether you're thinking that's it, are you going to write another poem again? That
Yeah,
raises a
yeah.
lot of really good questions, that does. And I think it's a really great way, in a very understated way. And that's what I like what you were Perry in your work as well, is where you're leaving you thinking about it afterwards. Sometimes days you can be with the pieces. So tremendous. So
Thank you. Thank you, Andy.
thank you again for today, Perry. So you'll have to keep us in the loop when the next book's out, obviously in 2023. And if we can arrange it, we'll get your artist friend on as well, so we can talk about bounce off how your relationship worked between the pair of you when you're doing this second book. So because I certainly have other questions I want
That
to ask you.
sounds like a great idea.
Always
That
believe
sounds amazing. We will definitely set
oh,
that up.
I always like talking to two different people at once in podcasts. Sometimes it's just for you to see their reaction. They look at each other thinking, "Oh, I hadn't thought of it that
Yeah.
way."
It's like, why'd you say that? What you mean? We gonna talk about this later.
Yeah, we ain't speaking again now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Perry,
this is how
listen,
you make friends.
I'm gonna
Um,
let you. I'm gonna let you go enjoy your food now. So, but of course, hang around for a minute or two, so I do need to talk to you off mic. But it's been a pleasure today. I really have enjoyed this. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on, Andy.
We'll look forward to seeing you again, definitely in 2023. So, anyway, guys and girls, that's it for today for Spoken Label. As Don Callis at Impact Wrestling says, stay safe and stay over. We'll see you all next